Welcome back to Court Reacts. It's your girl Courtney Danae, and I'm back with part 2 of the reaction. Now, as you guys may have read in the title below, this is part 2 to the A Place of Peace in Mind featuring Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. And this is a Nick Cannon interview. We already did part 1. If you haven't seen that, the link will be down below in my description, so y'all can go watch that one first, so y'all can be caught up on what's gonna go down on this video. Enough of that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, as well as the other channels below in the description. And don't forget to follow me on my social medias at Courtney Danae, 2 underscores. That's Instagram and TikTok. Let's get back into this reaction, y'all.
Intelligent, which is mental health.
Yes.
And
I am filming on my phone now because my camera died, baby. If y'all got some recommendations on some new cameras, I currently got the PowerShot V10, the little small camera, and that battery don't stay charged for nothing. So I'm thinking about getting a new camera. So if y'all know any suggestions, leave it down in the comment section below.
I or we or whoever you're with are taking the initiatives to become better within their mental, because mental health is subjective. We talked about this. Mental health is not just a diagnosis in the DSM. Mental health is very subjective. Mental health is if something is causing you impairment, then that is a mental health issue. It doesn't have to be a diagnosis. It doesn't have to be depression. If it's causing an impairment and your mental health is skewed, you have a mental health issue at that moment.
Because we've been throwing that mental health word around very easily nowadays, but to that point to where you just defined it, you know, because sometimes it feels like a label and it discredits people, and then sometimes it feels like an excuse, but to what you're saying is like if it causes an impairment.
Right. Now I want to go back to this little argument. If you got 2 abandoned people in this situation, and one flees, which is abandonment, now I'm abandoned because you fleed me.
Right.
So you're causing more impairment.
But I'll be back.
But it doesn't matter, you're causing more impairment.
Right.
Who abandoned you when you were young?
Everyone.
Okay, are they back? Have they came back?
Yeah.
Oh, but you still reap the repercussions of their abandonment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't make it okay. You're still having to deal with that shit now, even though they returned and they came back.
Yeah.
It doesn't make them coming back atone for what the impact or the impairment they caused or you in go.
I feel like she talking to me right now. Like, in a way, I know a lot of y'all probably looking at this video too and like, man, she is speaking some real like, she really is. She's speaking to my inner child, my teenage child, my early adult child, because baby, I'm 31 now. She's speaking to me right now too at this big grown age. Like, abandonment will really like alter people's way of thinking. Like me, I'm the type of person, I be trying to figure out why. I want to know about you. Like, I want to figure out what makes you you. Like, why you are the person that you are. That's the type of person I am. You can call it nosy, whatever you want to call it, but I want to know, I want to figure out what makes you you so I can get a better understanding of you. So, for her to tell him that he does this because of the abandonment in the past, I can feel it. Because a lot of us young women and men have been abandoned by our whether it be our father or your mother abandoned you. And then like when you grow up and you get in friendships and you realize it wasn't what it was supposed to be, that's like abandonment too, and detaching. Like it's all like trauma. It's all trauma, if you ask me.
Engulfed in because of that experience. So when you leave,
but it made me stronger.
It do, but it's learned behavior.
It made me be able to deal with
what?
Abandonment,
no,
with
you're
detachment.
still not dealing with abandonment.
No,
because you abandon people.
I've learned to be like, okay.
And deal with what? Because if you're fleeing, you're not dealing with your emotion.
No, because I understand there's a reason and season for multiple.
I feel like with me though, not to keep stopping it early on in the video, but I feel like with me, I'm gonna give you a chance after chance after chance. I'm gonna try to see the good each time. And then to the point where if I leave, I remove myself from a situation, it's because I'm tired. It's because I tried, I like a try. Now it's time for me to walk away from this situation. That's my abandon thing. That's when I abandon. I abort mission. Gone, gotta go. Pew! Like, no matter what it is. Relationship, friendship, no matter what it is. Even like around family, like I go ghost. Like I'm to myself. I'm a to myself kind of person just to keep my peace of mind, because a lot of stuff can like cloud your vision, and you got a certain thing goal you trying to trying to achieve, and sometimes the people around you can distract you or discourage you or have just negative energy on you, and you don't need that. Like you when you remove people out your life starts to evaluate and better sometimes for the good. Then you really know, like it's okay to, I ain't gonna say abandon, but it's okay to walk away from certain situations if it's not beneficial to you. It is okay.
So if I'm gonna give you the time and the space that you need, and we'll handle it when we handle it. And it's not in my hands. I give it to the higher power. I give it to the Lord, and He gonna figure it out.
Every relationship's a direct reflection of who we are. Mm-hmm. We see in others who we are, not who they are.
Yeah.
Okay, so like with you, only because I'm in a place of not perfect at all, of meaning healing. I've done this healing work. It's been years. I maintain it. I do it every day. Right. It's literally a lifestyle. Otherwise, I can go back to my dysfunctional norms and nobody's safe there. Okay, not even me, not even here. But so I say that to say, when I'm looking at you, right? We see in others who we are, not who they are. I see a man who is extremely broken, who has taken his brokenness and made the best of it, who has made many decisions that he feels that was great and contributed to a greatness of a big moving part of his life, but also contributed to some demise of a big part of his life, who is now trying to figure out, how do I take these moving parts and make them a collective whole, because I'm feeling a lot of brokenness and division and a lot of stuff that's going on. However, I see a man who at the core is a great man, has great character, wants to be better, wants to have better character, wants to show up for people better, wants to be the best father he could be, trying to figure out how he can do that, still figuring out a sense of self, stands on his square, stands on business, sometimes too much to where standing on that business can mess some things up. So what I'm saying is, all those things I said I see in you are just the things that are really in me, because I can't see past myself. Okay. Right. And so when you're in a relationship and you're in this hostile argument or a calm argument and you decide to get up and walk out, you're not fleeing from what you keep saying is the argument or her anger. You're fleeing from the reflection of yourself. So when we think that we're fleeing from this conversation of what you're saying to me, I'm fleeing from the very best thing that I need, which is reflecting to me how I see you showing up with me, because you're just a mirror. And so if I can sit in that emotion with you, you have to have that awareness, right? Of saying,
I understand what she's saying, but sometimes you can't really get a person to see the reflection of what you're saying if they not listening to you to understand what you're saying. You get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, you can break it down piece by piece each time, and if they don't know how to, respond to what you're saying to them, it's kind of hard to let somebody mirror you when they're not giving you what you need. Because, you really can't read nobody's mind, but if somebody is telling you something and expressing something and the person don't have anything to elaborate on or to say back to you, to give you a peace of mind, it's kind of hard to let somebody mirror you. So that's why people flee and go get their thoughts together, calm down, let you calm down. So I kind of agree to disagree with her, because I get what she's saying, but sometimes it's better to just, go your separate ways for a minute and let y'all calm down and think about stuff before you do something or say something that you're gonna regret. If y'all get what I'm saying.
Hold on, Nick. Look, like, it's a lot of stuff going on in you right now that just don't sit right with me, because it's a direct reflection of who I am.
You ain't have to read me like that. But
he's so goofy.
Let me go further, because we're talking about black men. So we're talking about fleeing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about fleeing. We can blame it on abandonment issues. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about accountability, black men, when they're fleeing anything, fleeing from being a father, fleeing from being a husband, fleeing from the argument, fleeing from accountability, they're just fleeing from themselves. And that's why there's no personal self-growth, because words don't teach, experience does. And so if I can't sit in this experience with you, then what the hell am I learning from this experience? And every time I flee, I go back to my dysfunctional norm. Where is the growth within myself? At this point, it becomes not even about you. Right. It becomes about Dr. Brian trying to be better for me, trying to be better for my husband who is to come, for my kids when I do happen to have children, because I'm not married.
Girl, you ain't married.
Yet, right. But I always make sure.
She threw that in there. I ain't married. I ain't got no kids. Baby, he gonna try to get her. He gonna try to get her. I'm calling it. Y'all heard of her first. And then have another baby, then maybe do look. Unless he don't got a vasectomy or something like that. But I'm calling it her first. You heard of her. Okay?
Any man I'm dating, any engagement I'm
and she's beautiful. She is type 2, baby. She's beautiful.
I can atone in this, and I can get the experience that I want to take and create a new norm with. Because dysfunction didn't work for me, and it ain't working for you.
So what I would say to that, because I agree with everything that you said, the only addendum or additive that I would...
What's addendum?
I feel like the fleeing, whether it's in general, like you talk about what black men do, or specifically if it's you and I in a heated scenario, I'm fleeing from the lack of control.
Okay.
Because when there is no control, there's chaos. And in that setting,
you gotta be in control of the situation.
I'm on high, and I know that this can only bubble over because neither one of us have control of the moment or of our emotions. It's only gonna get worse. So, and even in that, with using that same, analogy of how black men just flee from
let me say, everyone,
because we don't
everyone
have control
has the
of
capacity to flee, but because our topic is mostly black men and mental health, I want to make it clear. Black women flee too, but we're talking about black men and mental health.
We're personalizing it with me because I know that is who I am, and it's because I only
talk over each other.
I'm like, you know what? I don't have control over this situation, and as someone who likes control, I'll be back when I have control.
But okay,
girl, let him talk.
This is so good. What is control?
A song Janet Jackson put out in the 80s.
You're right, exactly. You see? Control. Don't deflect. Bring it back here. Don't deflect. You see, he just fleeing. He's fleeing. Bring it back. Bring it back. You ain't fleeing. At the root of control, what is control? For one, it's an illusion. What is at the root of control?
Ego.
Okay, then that's fine. What is ego?
Me.
What is ego? The root of ego is
such
what?
a huge
it's protecting my vulnerabilities.
It's an insecure little boy. That's what the root of control is. Because it's an illusion. Okay? Because when we control
Clock that team.
It's not an illusion when you yelling, I'm yelling.
No, we're talking about the control piece.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Neither one of us have control because our emotions are on high.
But you won't control. It's a difference. You are not in control of the situation. You can't handle it. You can't cope with it. So you gonna leave. You ain't gonna give her the control. You just gonna leave the situation because you can't control it. Basically.
Two people who are at the peak of a mental health freaking breakdown. A mental health issue.
Control.
So again, the way that you gain control is by two things.
Leave.
You use two tools.
He leaves.
You cannot shift or change anything about you unless you shift or change your experience. So as long as you keep fleeing,
that's why I'm shifting my ass out the door.
But that's what you've been doing. But that allows you to stay in abandonment. That allows you to
I'm comfortable with my abandonment.
Because you are in your dysfunctional norm that you become comfortable with.
But it's worked. It's become a superpower.
But you've learned to survive in it. You're not thriving in that. That's not thriving. You're surviving in that.
Okay.
And so anytime you are surviving and not thriving, there is no cape. There is no superpower. There's no superpower in a lack of mental health. And there's no superpower.
But it's worked for me. Like you said,
you know why it worked for you?
Me well.
You know why it worked for you?
Why?
You know why it worked for you? I'm going to go there, and it's probably going to be, okay.
Ooh, it's going to get spicy.
And this is with
it's going to get spicy, y'all.
With all due respect, seriously, to all the women that you've encountered, ladies, I'm saying this. The reason why it's worked for you is because you have chosen and to prey on low-functioning women who don't have the emotional intelligence. No, I'm going there. Who will allow you to do that, Nick? And when I say allow, it's not a control thing. When I say allow, I'm not saying that she sits across you and says, this is what you won't do, you're crossing a boundary. Nick.
I disagree.
Yes.
This is why I disagree. I mean, one, because...
because why you gonna make sure... But you gotta go in protection mode, too.
But even what I say, because you could say from the...
She gotta let him talk, baby. We understand you Dr. Jackie or Dr. whatever your name is, Dr. Sham, right? We understand you a doctor and you educated and all this, but baby, you gotta let this man talk, too. You been talking. I'm gonna need you to let him say something, too. Because she keep trying to overtalk him, and that's another thing that she need to work on. And women, we need to work on, because I had to learn that myself. Stop trying to overtalk somebody and stop trying to get the last word in and let somebody talk. I had to learn that too. See, accountability. She need to quit overtalking.
All the high value women that I've ever
I didn't say high value.
But okay, I'm giving compliments. But I'm just saying,
wait a minute.
for the people who even of them being, because first of
all,
we are
functioning woman will allow.
Baby, there she go again. Let the man talk. You can't keep saying all of everything you want to say. He being respectful. You saying everything you want to say, but as soon as he say something, you like, I ain't say that. Like, you need to work on that. That's probably why you ain't got a man right now, girl. I'm just saying, like, you a doctor, you got all that money. You probably don't let nobody talk. You gotta let somebody talk, baby.
Allow you to function low with them, Nick. You could not function that low.
So this is
Nick,
everyone's low functioning at some point in their life.
You cannot function low with a woman of my functioning. Not because I'm superior. Not because I'm superior. Listen to me say this really quick. Not because I'm superior to any other woman, but because I do have leverage. I've been in my field for 17 years, so we get that. But I've done the work, meaning you won't have an opportunity to get hostile with me, and you may want to flee, but fleeing would not get you a payoff with me. Wait a minute.
I'm not the hostile individual.
But that's my point. Did you hear what you just said? We said the same thing. You would never have the opportunity to get hostile with me.
Yeah, because I control myself.
Hold on. Okay.
I have full control of my... But in your sense, because that's what I'm saying, because only reason I say what I disagree, because at some point we've all been low functioning. Yes. And we have to accept that. Yes. So to label that, it's like, all right, at some point everybody's gonna be in their low state. Everybody's gonna be vulnerable. Everybody's gonna feel empty. Everybody's gonna yearn something.
So she think Mariah Carey was low functioning, baby. Mariah Carey is Mariah Carey, baby. Ain't nothing low function about Mariah Carey. The only thing low function is the tone when she be going, huh? Like, come on now, girl. I'm gonna need you to bring that back, because everybody ain't low functioning. Maybe the ones, I don't even know the other women that I don't know nothing about them. So maybe that's what she mean by low functioning. But Mariah Carey, you better put some respect on Mariah Carey name, doctor.
And when it comes to relationships, the beauty of a great relationship is where I'm weak, you are strong. So therefore, I have dealt with some people that balance me and are equally yoked. And at times, have I been manipulative and prey on certain things? That's because I'm a man.
Right. But not all men do that. We don't want to blanket all men.
And
all
I
men do not prey and manipulate. Not all men.
First of all humans prey and manipulate, but in a man in a relationship,
to a certain extent.
Not in a praying way.
If I see that I
she
can
do
say,
too.
okay, I feel like I need this and this person has this, I'm going to do and say whatever I need to do to get that.
But manipulate.
Nick, again, law of attraction. We attract who we are despite of who we think we are. You used the word, you said women who are equally yoked to you.
Yeah.
Equally yoked comes in many different facets.
100%. Balance, if anything.
They have been equally yoked to your low functioning dysfunction that you have learned to survive in.
Because I use my tools to because first of all, let's you're acting as if I'm entering every scenario with the full me, and we all, every time someone meets someone, you're meeting their representative. I know how to turn on the perfect man. And so therefore I may have manipulated a situation, and therefore so it's to no discredit to anyone else.
I got you.
I've come into every situation. I can be God-fearing, celibate, the one that you want. I can tell you everything that you want in a man.
Massive manipulator.
I can open the doors, lay down the cloak, send the jet,
for a couple months.
To be like, oh my goodness,
this man right here.
Toxic Nick shows up, and you like, this motherfucker got me.
No, but you
gave me the draws, and I ain't heard from him in 3 weeks.
What you said is perfect. No, what you said is perfect, because you named all of the low-functioning, superficial things that a low-functioning woman would fall into.
Church,
women,
that ain't low-functioning.
Baby, any woman,
I kind of see what she's saying now, because if a woman do be like, ooh, he go to church, I got him going to church, we going to church, going to church, they gonna think he just the prize. Well, majority of the time, stuff be happening in the church all the time, so. But that's another story.
Any woman or man,
or the mosque,
any person who's done the work, who gained a sense of self, who's worked on their pain pockets, who's worked on their trauma,
who's worked vulnerable.
They're going to be vulnerable. They're going to be vulnerable.
And late at night when you're sleeping alone, you go, I wish I had a strong man.
They're going to be imperfect.
That's now you couldn't haul.
Want a strong, healthy, functioning man, not a low functioning man.
A nigga with some good hands.
Not a low functioning man. No, that's what I'm saying is the difference. But
every woman, you can't sit here and say that.
But you're speaking from your experience, which makes it better. Because your experience of these women is that they fall short for a jet and a good meal and a good man who says he goes to church.
And some strong hands.
And let me go further, and probably a big penis. But okay, so let me go.
Child, what she say? I want the Titanic.
But again, a high functioning, I'm not even talking about value, a high functioning woman who's done the work.
I'm trying to hear what this high functioning woman is.
But a high functioning woman, you cannot send a jet and be toxic, and she will go on the jet.
She don't know I'm toxic yet.
A high functioning woman wouldn't even attract you, baby. Because it's law of attraction. Stick with me. Just stick with me.
Please explain this high functioning woman.
I'm confused. Because what is she saying? Like, maybe Mariah Carey. Like, Christina Milian. Maybe they were just in the movie. Didn't they talk when they were younger?
And stick with me. Regulate your emotions and stick with me. Listen, what is law of attraction? We attract who we are despite who we think we are.
Absolutely.
Think we are.
Absolutely.
Okay. So a high functioning woman is not going to attract by default, by her calibration. She's not attracting a man who is not perfect. The man has got all kinds of mess. So does she. But when it comes to the level of her calibration and functioning and mental health and doing the work, she's going to attract that at which she is, that at what she leads with. So let me say this.
I don't know, doctor. I kind of disagree because I done seen some women and they be like, girl, what is you doing with him? Like, you is a babe. You got a job. You got car. You got good credit. You got all this going for yourself. What is you doing with this man? Like, a lot of people judge like that. It's a lot of people out there like that. And, you know, women, they say women like bad boys and thugs and all this. So, what is she saying about low-functioning, high vibrational woman, all this stuff ain't going to attract people of his caliber? Because, baby, a woman will be happy to get Nick Cannon, like, besides having all them darn kids. But he's a celebrity. If she broke, got some money or something, I'm confused.
Do I get on private jets that I pay for myself? Absolutely. Have I had a man do a wonderful, beautiful things for me? Absolutely. Have I had rocks and this and caught off weddings? Of course. But let me say this. Prior to me doing the work and being a high-functioning woman, I attracted low-functioning men. Hold on.
So you're saying you're a high-functioning woman who attracted low-functioning men? No, it's not what I said. I said prior to me doing the work and becoming a high-functioning woman, my low-functioning self attracted low-functioning men. Hold on. You know why I attracted them? Because I needed low functioning to feed low functioning. Okay, hold on. A low functioning man cannot feed a high functioning woman, and a low functioning woman can't feed a high functioning man. And so what I'm telling you is there is no equally yoked there. If a high functioning woman is a gallon. Okay. And a low functioning human being, let's just go human being, not even man. Now she got props.
We got props. This is a high functioning person.
This is the high functioning woman right here.
Just a person. Let's just go person. Because you got men who are high functioning. Because I am calibrating and attracting y'all, and I love y'all. So let me come back. Let me bring it back. Wherever they at.
He said whoever you motherfuckers are.
So high functioning is a gallon. Low functioning is a pint. Okay?
Okay.
If low functioning poured every single thing that he or she needed into this, you guys tell me how much is missing, how much is lacking, how much is there. Low functioning could never hang with the high functioning. If high functioning poured everything they had into low functioning, it would be overflowing. They couldn't facilitate, they couldn't sustain. They might be able to do, like Nick said, they might be able to attract, but there's no type of sustaining here. So
what do you want to sustain for? Low functioning is comfortable being low functioning. That's about accountability. That's accepting who we are. Because with all due respect, this high functioning person, this sounds a little delusional.
It's not.
Because
it's doing the work. Nick,
because if you're that high functioning, you're going to be high functioning by your damn self.
Period. I'm going to wait on him to say it, baby. That's why she ain't got no man now, girl. You the doctor, but you don't know a lot. You don't know that much, baby. Because you just said you ain't got no kids, you ain't got no man. Girl, you know so much, but you ain't got it. Because you by yourself, like he said. I'm on his side now, for the fullest. Maybe not to the fullest, but it makes sense. Me and him on the same page. We right here, Nick. We right here.
No, Nick, stop. That was so perfect. I swear, no, I love that.
Somebody with money problems.
That should be the whole snippet of the show. Say it no
well,
say
he
it
got
one
money
time,
too.
please. Please say it one more time.
Be that high functioning, you will be high functioning by your damn self.
Okay, now you understand why people who are in my field, seriously, who have done a lot of work, and this is just real, there's no, all jokes aside, who've done the work, we're not fucking perfect. We are far from it. I don't even want to be perfect. I don't even care about it.
I can't say.
But I want to be healthy, meaning I just want a peace of mind while I'm being imperfect.
Absolutely.
I want to be able to have a conversation with you and it be from a place of disagreement, agreement, but still love and respect, and we walk with, right? So that's just being healthy, not perfect. However, folks who are in my field or who have already got to a place of high functioning, got to a place of obtaining a peace of mind, not perfection, it is, you're exactly right. It is a much smaller pool. And so can it get lonely sometimes up there? Not just from dating. I'm talking about from friends. I'm talking about from people who just don't get my conversation.
I agree with that.
From people who I say to them, Nick, I'm not trying to fuss with you. Listen, I just want to have a conversation, and we are projecting pain onto each other. So can we sit here and process our pain so we can produce a healthy relationship? When I say that,
emotionally intelligent people.
But when you're saying that, you're that person who's high functioning, emotionally intelligent. That's all high functioning means, is you're emotionally intelligent. You know how to govern yourself, you know how to master yourself. You've done the work, you use the tools, you're doing it every single day. It's a lifestyle, right? Not just a preventative or intervention, it's a fucking lifestyle.
Right.
Then what happens is when you start to lead with that, you said it perfectly about 15 minutes ago. The person who's low functioning says, are you gaslighting me? No, I'm trying to be healthy with you. Hold on. Oh, but I want to talk this out. We can deliver, not dismiss. Oh, now fuck you, I can't take this. So what happens? The gallon and the pint.
Too much.
What'd you say?
It's too much.
Okay, so that leads for the gallon person to do what? Have to respectfully, healthily have a conversation that still says, listen, I would have loved to have this with you, but it seems like we are just not there. And because of that,
True.
you know, I wish you best,
but
it's not fleeing. It's just a healthy conversation that leaves you not abandoned, but leaves you not abandoned because I've had this conversation. So what happens is, you're right. The folks who are functioning at that high level, the high vibrations in your words, is it always easy to find those same people? No. This is why you have this show. This is why you have this platform, Nick, so that we can teach people how to get there, so we all could be in a place of not perfection, but a place of peace of mind, a place of emotional intelligence, and I can love you and stick by you even when I don't agree with what you're doing.
You see how we brought that home?
That's mental health.
There it is.
That's mental health,
And I think we should pause here for our first session. We already went over, but you did that. Yo, I know the comments is going to go crazy. Like, subscribe. Dr. Brian is in the building. Please join us again, because this is to be continued. We got another session coming right here on Counsel Culture.
The healing is going to stay.
Okay, y'all. So that was the end of that video. This is part 2, and that was the end of the video. They said they got another session coming. I might react to that too, because baby, this conversation was just juicy. Like, I could relate. It was relatable and everything. But I think that I get what she's saying about low functioning and all of this, but at the same time, it's like, baby, maybe sometimes you need to get, maybe you adopting all this, and you saying everything that you saying. Maybe you need some counseling too. Maybe you need some therapy, because obviously you, not only you say it worked like that in relationships, but also friendships and stuff. It's not very many people that understand your conversation. Maybe it's something within you that you need to look at yourself and be like, you need to take accountability too now, doc. Like, I'm on Nick's side with this, because you just letting him have it, wouldn't let him talk or none of that. But, yeah, y'all. I feel like I said enough in the video already, so I ain't really got much to, like, recap or elaborate on. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to this channel, as well as the other channels below in my description. And follow me on my social medias. That's my Instagram and TikTok at CourtneyDanae 2_.